All right, folks, we're doing the double play of Delaware sports here for basketball. We got women's and men's basketball. We have Coach Martin with us, and the new head coach for the Blue Hens, Coach Tisbury, who went to Notre Dame. So we're working on that as well. So let's start with you, Coach Martin. So talk about coming up the season. You guys last year had I want to say an up and down season. You guys, I think it was a transition season for you guys. So what are you guys going to do this year to get back to, hopefully host that championship?
Well, I think the biggest thing is our veteran players, and we have two of them here today, and Erica Brown and Hannah Jardine, really have stepped up and shown that leadership in the preseason portion of our schedule right now. And I think the kids have done a good job of coming together. We need our juniors to step up and contribute a little bit more offensively. The freshmen are going to come in and make an impact for sure, especially at our guard position. So I'm excited. We had a winning season last year, and I feel like we can build on that going into this season. And we've been tied for fifth, so it's pretty much where we were, finished last year, and I think we can improve on that. And I know the kids are hungry to do that and to step up. So everybody's just anxious to start playing the games. I always say you don't win a championship on media day. Right. So bottom line is that we have a really good, tough non-conference portion of our schedule to get through, and then to get ready for the CAA conference. So the kids are excited, I'm excited, and we're ready to go.
Talk about the non-conference schedule for you guys. Who do you guys play in the non-conference schedule?
We open up with George Mason, and then we go to a bunch of NCAA teams in Michigan State and Georgetown, and then we're playing Princeton, and Robert Morris went to the NCAA tournament as well, and so we've got a good non-conference schedule that's in front of our young ladies. St. Bonaventure was certainly an NCAA team will give us all we can handle right away, and so will Princeton. So we play them in two of our first four games, and I know our kids are excited because they are home games, and so we have an opportunity to bring them to the Bob Carpenter Center and our great fans, and so that'll be a lot of entertainment for our fans, and again, hopefully we put our best foot forward and be able to knock off some NCAA teams, and they're going to be challenges for sure.
And take on one of them is a Big Ten school that Maryland plays really well against, so it would be great to see we could take on a Big Ten school and knock them off.
Yeah, Michigan State's going to be in the top 25 in the country. We'll play them on a neutral floor. We're going out to California, so it'll be a tall order. But at the same time, I think it's good to expose our kids to a top 25 score and give them an opportunity to play somebody on that level, and again step up to that level, because certainly it'd be a major upset with them being ranked in the top 20. But I think that our kids will relish the opportunity to step on the floor and really compete. And Georgetown was an NIT team last year, and they're big and strong and athletic, and similar to like a James Madison. So these games are all about preparing us for conference play, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, the conference championship game for you guys is in James Madison, right?
Yes, it's at JMU. That's where they're hosting.
I guess I have to make a trip down there because I have a house there. Yeah, I'll put that in the weekend plans. Yeah. So what's it like playing down in James Madison? I know they're going to get a new arena in a couple of years. So what's it like playing there, that old arena?
Well, you know what? They've done some renovations, and certainly I don't know exactly when they're going to break ground for their new facility, but they have a lot of fans. On the women's side, ourselves and JMU draw the best, and so there'll be a lot of fans at the CA championships. We'll make it a championship type of atmosphere, and needless to say, when they're playing, the place is going to be rocking, and everybody's obviously shooting towards them because they're chosen to repeat as our champions, and we just need to go down there and compete when that time comes, and hopefully we'll be a seasoned team, and we'll be executing pretty well at that point.
Let's bring in your new partner in crime here. The new head coach is, for the men's side, Coach Martin. So just talk about what's the feeling like getting a phone call saying, hi, this is Delaware. We would like to bring you as our head basketball coach.
Well, I actually interviewed in Philadelphia, and Tina was part of the committee that interviewed me in Atlanta. And, this is a job that I had always wanted and kind of had targeted. And they let the previous coach go in mid-March, and I didn't get hired till later in May. So it's kind of a whirlwind couple months going through the process and waiting. Mm-hmm. But I interviewed in Philadelphia with Chrissy and the president, and actually got the job face-to-face with Chrissy. And then it was a whirlwind again. My wife was in town. We headed right down to Newark to have the press conference to get prepared for the press conference and meet with the team. So I'm very excited to be the head coach at the University of Delaware.
Talk about your previous employment in Notre Dame. So you guys last year had a good season. I think you lost to to Duke in the. I was there at the Verizon Center. That tough semifinal game.
We lost to Carolina.
Lost to Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about your last year too. What Coach Bray, Mike Bray, who also was here at Delaware, so it's pretty funny you bring his. So let's talk about him. What did you learn for 11 years there?
Well, we'd love to be able to replicate the success that he had in, I guess, early or late 90s. But, Mike's been a mentor of mine. I was fortunate to be able to play for him and coach with him for 13 years and, really appreciated his guidance and kind of the tutelage he gave me to really help prepare me for this opportunity. And I'm forever indebted to him for the opportunity he gave me as a player and as a coach. And he really prepared me to go out on my own, and I couldn't be more excited to be here at the University of Delaware, a place that he had great success. And we talk frequently. I talked to him the other day after we had a scrimmage, and he said, just like he told me in May, he said you can't accomplish everything in one day, so you got to be make sure you get your sleep, get your rest, you're eating right, and just try to work to get better every day.
And you coached in the ACC, so you probably had all the other coaches like Roy Williams and the other guys like Boeheim and all that stuff. You probably grabbed some of that stuff when you saw them.
I think as a coach, you're trying to always steal something from. We're in this business to share ideas, and I had a PDF file of things that I liked over the years, offensively and defensively. And, Tina and I talk frequently about areas to improve on or some sets we like to try to help one of her players get a touch here or there. And I think you're always trying to share ideas and try to improve to be better. But again, it's. We're in practice mode. I feel like we're in a work in progress with our basketball team. We're getting better. We have older guys, which excites me. We have juniors and seniors that have been a part of it. Got some men out there that don't have a ton of youth, but really like the core group of guys we have. And excited to get out there and tip it off in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Let's just talk about women's basketball, men's basketball. Women's basketball to me is the old school way of playing basketball. Pass it back and forth, the old way, like the Dean Smith way. And then you guys, just want to dunk the basketball every 5 minutes and bring the crowds in there. What does women's and men's basketball do during, to help out? Are they both like the same, during the season? Help you, if he calls you and say like, I need help with something, it's basically the same sport.
Well, it's definitely from a strategy standpoint, we talk about X's and O's, and I think it's good we have good give and take on both sides of it. And Martin and I, since the interview process when I first met him, we've had that connection, and we've enjoyed sharing ideas, whether it's out of bounds plays or, there's only a few players, a handful that can dunk on the women's side, but the bottom line is the game's played on the floor, and, the style of play that Notre Dame has played and that I think Martin wants to implement, there's a lot of passing and cutting and timing plays, spacing is really important. So I think both men and women play the game, try to play the game the right way, and we strategize in similar ways. Certainly there's some tremendous athletes on both sides of the ball, whether it's men or women, but we can bounce ideas off of one another, and I think it's been very helpful. I've done that with all the male coaches that have been at the University of Delaware, and it's been an enjoyable experience, and certainly it's been enjoyable with Martin because he has some great ideas, and we talk a lot about how we're going to attack a certain defense and what we can run offensively. So it is similar. We both play a little bit different, but it's a lot of fun to just talk X's and O's with somebody who's very good at his profession, and Martin Inglesby certainly is.
I don't think you guys will ever scrimmage, right?
No, we do not scrimmage. We do have male practice players, but they're nowhere near as good as our men's players. But our men's players, they're big supporters of our program, and our women are big supporters of the men. So we watch each other's practices. Our kids enjoy watching the men's team, and a lot of times our schedules don't mesh, and we're not able to see them play. But the kids are always following them and watching their games whenever they're on TV or whenever possible, and they have a good camaraderie. So that makes it really nice too. I've always had that, and Martin's guys have been great, and I love his staff. They're very personable. They really have communicated very well with my staff, so it's a good thing.
Well, I'll let you guys go because I know you guys want to get ready for the food soon. So I thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I'll hope to see you all this year. Hopefully get one of the games or two in my schedule.
Okay, awesome.
All right,
Thanks.
see you.
Good luck.
Well, that was the Delaware double play there. It's like the old disc jockey days. I used to do. So that was Coach Martin and Coach Martin Gooseberry, who came from Notre Dame. So we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll try to get William and Mary and Hospital on the show here, and we'll hopefully get some lunch. So we'll be right back here on Herb FM Sports Radio on Speaker.com.